Good evening. In the series of Achieving Sustainable Development Goals and Going to Moon, Mars and Beyond, we are at the SDG 15, which talks about saving, sustaining all the species and their habitat. Straight away. Coming to the point of problems we are facing, IUCN, founded in 1964, International Union of Conservation of Nature, publishes red book or red list of threatened species which are on the verge of extinction. In 2022 they have published 142,577 species data and their target is 160,000. It means 17,423 species are left to be analyzed for red list, and out of these 40,000 are on the verge of extinction. Out of them 41% are amphibians, 37% of sharks and rays, 34% of conifers, 33% of reef building corals, 26% of mammals, 13% of birds, 28% of selected crustaceans, 21% are reptiles, and 63% are cycads. So we need to correct our behavior, because till 2020 we have lost 100 million hectares of forest, and because of that these species are on the verge of extinction. We need to safeguard the biodiversity as well, because it has stalled since 2017, a big problem. Also, global mean percentage of each key biodiversity area covered by protected areas in the year 2021 are in each country, like Himalayan, some parks are there like that. 43% are terrestrial, 42% are freshwater, and 41% are mountain. Then, as invasive alien species globally cause billions of dollars of damage. Invasive alien species means there are species which are good in certain habitat. If they go to other habitat, they cause damage. So that invasive alien species we have to stop. Now, targets and indicators of SDG 15. 15.1 target, ensuring freshwater ecosystem perfectly aligned according to the international agreements. It needs freshwater in the wetlands, forests, mountains and drylands to be conserved, restored and sustained. Okay? And we have to stop the pollution, the human encroachment, the hunting, the overfishing and extra land development. Okay? Then only we can control that. So indicator 15.1 is forest area upon area of the nation. And the best is almost 33% land is under the forest cover, forest area upon total land area. Indicator 15.2, proportion of freshwater biodiversity area that is covered by protected area and a type of ecosystem. So indicator 15.1 was forest area upon area of nation. This is indicator 15.1.2. Now target 15.2, by 2020 we have to manage forest for sustainable forestry, and for that purpose all types of forest has to be analyzed, deforestation has to be stopped, restoring the degraded forest, increase the afforestation and reforestation has to be encouraged. What is the indicator of 15.2.1? Progress towards sustainable forest management. Target 15.3, stopping desertification, deforestation and achieving land degradation neutral world. We want such world which have stopped desertification, deforestation and degradation of land. Indicator 15.3.1, proportion of land degraded upon total land area of the country. Target 15.4, by 2030 ensuring mountain ecosystem with green cover and with proper biodiversity for sustainable development. Indicator 15.4.1, mountain biodiversity protected area coverage, and indicator 15.4.2, mountain green cover index, MGCI, as per the FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations. It is just a percentage of green cover on the mountain. Target 15.5, by 2020 taking urgent action on reducing degradation of natural habitat to reduce, it should be reduced in fact, stopping the biodiversity loss and protection be given to species which are on the verge of extinction. Indicator 15.5.1 has a red list index published by IUCN since 1996. They have 7 categories. First is extinct, second is extinct in the wild, third is critically endangered, fourth is endangered, fifth is vulnerable, sixth is near threatened, and seventh is least concern, which they are abundant least concern. So IUCN also publishes this STAR report, species threat and abatement restoration and metric. That report is also there, which is calculated on the 5 by 5 square kilometer grid across the world. Earlier there were 100 species in that grid which were on the verge of extinction or critically endangered, but now within that 5 by 5 square kilometer almost 400 species are on the verge of extinction. And why? There are 11 reasons for that. First, annual and perennial non-timber crops. Second is logging and wood harvesting. Third is invasion other problematic species. Fourth is livestock farming and ranching. Fifth is residential and commercial development of humans. Sixth is hunting and collecting terrestrial animals by humans. Seventh is natural system modification. Eighth is climate change and severe weather. Ninth is pollution. 10th is energy production and mining, and 11th is other causes. And most of them are 99.90% are due to humans only. So we need to correct our behavior. Target 15.6, equitable share of genetic resources among all the nations with agreed norms. And indicator 15.6.1, number of countries which have adopted this framework. Target 15.7, take action to end poaching and trafficking. Indicator, proportion of traded wildlife that was poached or illicitly trafficked. Now, the intelligence is so smart, so many cameras and so many things are there that poaching can be stopped straight away. Target 15.8, by 2020, introducing the measures to control the invasive alien species. Indicator 15.8.1, proportion of countries adopting this legal framework. Target 15.9, by 2020, integrating ecosystem and biodiversity values from national level to ground level to reduce poverty and for inclusive development, so that those who are poaching, they should be given alternative jobs. Now, indicator 15.9.1, number of countries adopting the Aichi Biodiversity Target 2 Strategic Plan for Biodiversity 2011-2020 and their progress report. And B is integrating biodiversity GDP via accounting and national reporting system, and thus implementing environmental economic accounting. Now, what is Aichi framework target 2? In Aichi framework, there are 5 goals, A, B, C, D, E, and 20 targets. In goal A, finding the cause of biodiversity and solutions is there. Goal B, reduce pressure on the biodiversity to achieve sustainability. Goal C, improving biodiversity and genetic diversity by making ecosystems safer. Goal D, benefits of biodiversity and safer ecosystem. Goal E is enhance all inclusive participation and knowledge sharing, so that poaching and all those things are stopped. Target 15.8, mobilizing and improving financial resources. Indicator, official development assistance and sustainable use of biodiversity and revenue generated by that. Target 15.B, mobilizing resources and finances to reduce the poaching and all those kind of things. And again, the indicator 15.B.1 is official, that assistance and conservation and revenue generated. 15.C, stopping poaching and illicit trafficking of flora and fauna. And indicator is 15C.1 is proportion of traded wildlife that was poached or illicitly trafficked. So it is always human being who is at the fault. We have to correct our behavior, so that whatever we do on Mother Earth, whatever the standard practices we adopt, we might replicate in other dimension, Moon, Mars, or beyond, wherever we might go. So it is my request to correct ourselves. That's all is the best solution. Thank you very much, and if you have any suggestion, you are welcome. Take care. All the best to humanity, and may God bless humanity.